Today I'm going to be watching this video. It's called 28 Australian slang words or phrases that you need to know. So yeah, interested to know how many of these you actually use. Tell me if there's any you don't know about, or tell me if there's any other slang words that are not in this video that I should know that are quite interesting. Let's watch.
Australian?
I certainly am.
And can you give me any words or phrases that are typically Australian? The slang.
Bogan.
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 Yes.
Okay, and you have to explain it because people are watching this that don't know.
So a bogan is like a person who, well, I don't know, basically around here you can probably see a lot of bogans. They do tend to hang around Cavill Avenue.
Is that true?
They're kind of someone who drinks a lot of beer, doesn't really care about what they look like, what they do with their life. Just, I don't know. There are lots of nice bogans though, and then there are lots of really mean bogans.
But can you call a bogan, or is that going to get you in trouble?
No, that can get you in a lot of trouble. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of crosses a lot of lines.
Well, we haven't.
Have you ever called anybody a bogan? I think bogan is very, very uniquely Australian as well.
Obsession with shortening things, so I suppose like scan on, what's going on?
Scan on.
Can you say that again?
Scan on.
Scan on.
Scan
What's going on?
Yeah.
What's going on, mate?
Scan on. What about you?
Well, we've also got a word for what people would say sweatpants. We call them tracky dacks.
Yeah, tracky dacks. Yeah, tracky dacks. That's for sure. Petrol station is servo.
Liquorland is bottle-o.
Bottle-o. There's a lot of O's in things.
Swimmers, we say cozies.
Oh, do we? I
Yeah,
didn't even know that.
yeah, it's a big one in primary school. So if you're wanting to tell someone no, you would say yeah, nah. Or if you're wanting to say yes, you'd say nah, yeah.
Yeah, no.
That one is like, again, I've seen that mentioned on previous videos as well. Like, I think that's one of the most interesting ones. Tell me again, is there, maybe if there's like, because he never recognised what they said before or never knew that, is there maybe like regional slang as well? Is there different cities or regions of Australia have its own unique slang?
Nah means no. Nah,
Yeah,
means
means
yes.
no. Yeah, wait,
Nah,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or the servo is the service station. There's got a U-E for a U-turn. The bottle-o,
Use that in
the
Scotland
bottle
as well.
shop.
I got one.
Oh, you go.
You got, instead of saying afternoon, you say arvo. That's what you do in Australia. Yeah.
That's a good one.
To say Christmas, you say Chrissy. To say present, you say Prezzy. So Christmas present would be Chrissy Prezzy.
First up, Macca's. Good old classic, that's McDonald's. You got anything good?
It's weird, but when I first came here, I didn't know what an ambo was. It's an ambulance.
Muzzed, which is like my favourite word, and it just means messed up.
Cheeky Barbie, that's like a barbecue. Like in the afternoon it's called an arvo, so we're going for arvo drinks tonight. Having a bevy, like a beverage.
Grog? Bevy.
Grog.
That's an old one. That's an older one.
Can you explain it? Yeah. What is it?
Liquor. Yeah.
That's funny, like in Scotland we call grog is like when you like the spit, when you spit out, it's called grog. But we do call it, what was the last one they said as well? Bevy?
That's an old one. That's
Having a bevy.
Bevy, yeah, we call bevy, that's what we call in Scotland as well. I think there's definitely some slang that crosses over between Scotland and Australia as well.
yeah, like breaks.
Drongo is an old slang term for idiot.
Yeah.
Drongo, I feel like, is a very stereotypical thing. Like if someone's doing like that very over-the-top Australian accent, they use drongo. I think it might be from like old Australian TV shows or something like that's in the UK. Do you still use that? Is there any good slang words that have went extinct that you don't use anymore or you don't hear as much?
Here's a popular one.
That you like?
Instead of saying cigarette, it's duzzer.
I was just thinking that.
Taking a duzzer.
VB, Victorian Bitter, or a Boag's Draft.
Can you what is that? People don't
It's
know.
best beer on earth.
A thing that Aussies do is we are like grammatically incorrect. We never say, how are you going? We say, how are you doing? Is that like wrong? How are you doing? How you going? How you going? Another thing that's wrong is shrimp on the barbie. We don't call them shrimp, we call them prawns.
Yeah, hold up.
And you don't cook them on a barbie, you boil them.
Yeah, hold up. Yeah, we don't do shrimp on the bar. We do barbies, but we don't do shrimp.
Something I learned coming to the Gold Coast was that everyone ends their sentences with but. So you when instead of saying though, you say but. So you like it's good but, or
I do
But then you
that
don't follow
all
with
the
anything
time.
you don't follow it with anything else. Yeah, it's just but.
No problems, no worries. Apparently that's very Australian. I have an American friend. No worries is not said anywhere else.
no wases, no worries. I mean, we shorten names to everything because we can't just say the whole thing, like Bazza, Shazza, like Barry and Sharon, yeah.
One thing, maybe it'll come up in here, but do Australians say far out, like as in, oh, far out, as if something's like really cool or something? Because like when I'm working here in Malaysia, my old boss was English, but he lived in Australia most of his life, and he always used to say, oh, far out, something like that. Tell me if you know that one or not.
My name is Lauren, in case you were wondering. So Lauren Loza, chucking the za on everything. What else? Well, I'm just going home to chuck a shrimp on the barbie, actually, now that you ask.
Yeah, but we don't actually do that.
Don't we?
I've never heard anyone say that.
Maybe a big shrimp.
Yeah, we call it prawn. Yeah. Are you lying to me now? Are you actually Australian?
Yeah, absolutely. I've got some shrimp in my bag.
So like, get on the piss, so get on the alcohol, so get smashed basically, get drunk, and then after the bottle, you know, go to the bottle, get your piss, and get drunk. Drive home, get smashed. Don't do that, but...
Even though you explained it, I think half the people aren't going to understand
yeah,
it.
fair.
I understand it, actually.
Right, yeah, so get on the piss, like, get on the alcohol, get smashed, get drunk. Yeah, so, yeah, that's really what it is.
So, you guys are from Germany.
Yes.
Have you heard any Australian slang since you arrived?
For sure, but...
Or any that you didn't understand that I could explain?
But don't remember.
Can't really, we just know like good day and mate and stuff.
Yeah.
And so I think I know the other words.
Hey, let me teach you one.
Yes.
Arvo.
Please.
Do you know what that means?
Again?
Arvo.
No.
A-R-V-O.
A-R-V-O.
V-O. It means afternoon.
Arvo.
Yeah, so this Arvo is this afternoon.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's very popular in Australia.
Yeah. I don't know, I've never heard about that.
Well, that's yours. You use it. Use it now when you go out.
So yeah, I went to the Pacific Fair this Arvo. It was good.
Perfect. And then just chuck mate on the end. Mate.
Hey mate, I was at the Pacific Fair this Arvo. It was really nice.
Are you Australian?
Maybe.
Pretty cool, man. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, Australia definitely has some very unique slang and words. I love it. I'm sure there's probably a lot more. I'm sure I've come across a lot more on the videos I've watched already. So maybe I'll try and find one of these videos with like a more extensive list as well. But yeah, you tell me your favourite slang word. Tell me if there's any of these you would never use. If there's any you use all the time, which are they? And yeah, if there's just any other ones that are not on this list, tell me in the comments. Thanks.